It's Week 7 of the NFL, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Colts and the Dolphins, just ahead on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023, now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now Tua. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one too wide and incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his 2nd season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Downs going in motion right. Here's a tap forward by Richardson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Richardson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. It's caught. Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up second down. A give, running right, Achane. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now it's Richardson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's nice to see Phillips back on the field again after his year was cut short by an Achilles injury a season ago. Well, it's nice for us to see him. Quarterbacks, they may have a different opinion.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Hill. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. They'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Downs going in motion right. Now Richardson. Flushed out right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the throw. To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Here's Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And just shutting him off there. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out route to Hill, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And Hill is going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Tagovailoa. It's caught by OBJ. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Achane gets it from the gun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Option handoff now to Achane. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Odell Beckham from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Indy set to go on offense once more. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because They just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll send Mitchell in motion right. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Here's Richardson to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And Mitchell from 8 yards out. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a 1st down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Now Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It's Hill, complete. And Hill is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Looking to pass. Tua. Short throw to Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Short throw to Smith.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the gun, it's Tua. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Samson Abuka. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Colts to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. In motion goes the tight end. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs.
A beautiful fake. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They give to Achane on the option. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Richardson delivers another one to Pierce. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Motion man right, that's Pierce. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now it's Richardson.
And this is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw. That is caught.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here's Tua.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And this is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 2nd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dio Odangbo. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Downs going in motion left. Now Richardson back to throw it. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Richardson out of the shotgun. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Flush to his right. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. A run straight ahead with Achane. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Quick slant complete to OBJ. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Escape, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down and 6 now. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Richardson off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Richardson to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no